Hey, what's going on, guys? Dr. Sean J. Harris here, Generational Wealth Academy. Happy Tuesday morning, everybody. Saturday number 3. Listen, question for you for this morning. It's going to be a real short post, but wanted to ask you a question. What is the amount of money you need to make between now and the end of the month? What is the amount of money you need to make between now and October 31st that could afford you the opportunity not to work the rest of the year? Something to think about. Many times we don't think about that because oftentimes people go check to check. However, if you stretch your mindset and understand that it's actually easier to make money in a shorter period of time than it is a long period of time. So I often teach my clients and show them how they can make in 1 month what it takes them a year to make. See, we've been conditioned to think that you're supposed to make whatever amount a year, whether it's $50,000, $80,000, $100,000 a year. But I remember being 27 years old. That's when I made my first 6 figures. I remember going to a real estate conference. I was the only person that looked like me. I was in a room with a lot of wealthy, older white gentlemen. And I remember this one guy came up to me and put his hand on my shoulder. I said, "Hey kid, how much money you make?" I said, "I make 6 figures a year." Boldly and confidently, cocky a little bit. And he burst into laughter. And I looked at him and I was like, "What? I do make 6 figures a year." He stopped laughing abruptly. He said, "Listen, I'm not laughing that you make 6 figures. I'm just laughing that it takes you a whole year to make it." That was my first revelation into understanding that money didn't have to take all day to make. And he's the one who taught me that it was easier at that time to make $50,000 a month than it was to make it in a year. It was easier to make $80,000, $150,000 in a month than it was to make it in a year. It's just that we negotiate with employers that will take a salary of $80,000 a year when that same $80,000 can be made in a month, in a week, in a day, even in an hour. So here's the deal. There are people in the world that do that. You can do that. You just have to learn the rules of the game. So listen, if you can't catch a ball in a sporting event, you can't score. If you can't score, you can't win the game. If you can't win the game, you can never win championships and dynasties. But it all comes back to knowing the rules of that game. One of the number one rules of the game is you got to know how to catch the ball. But many times we don't know the rules of life. We don't know the rules of finances. So it's just a matter of learning the rules. So the 3 things I'm going to give you as a tip is change and focus what you may be currently reading. Change who you associate with. And change how you use your time. Those are the 3 things I changed back when I was 27 years old that taught me how to make my annual income in a 30-day or less period. So I hope that was some good counsel and guidance and wisdom for that person out there who said, "You know what, I would like to take off the last couple months of the year and not have to work and financially be sound." Let's connect. Reach out to Tara and I. We're gearing up to take on a few clients for 2024 and got a little room for 1 or 2 more clients before we close out this year, just based on what we have going on. But if you are in a position in life where you're tired of being tired and you want to be in a position where you can now make your annual income in 30 days, let's connect. All right, guys, I'm Dr. Sean J. Harris. Make it a great day, make impact, and make money while you do it.